Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Tax Free Living, where I teach entrepreneurs just like you how to live tax free. Again, guys, if you've been loving this content, if you've been loving it as much as I have, right, as creating it, please go ahead and like and subscribe to the channel. I'm bringing you new videos every Tuesday, teaching you different strategies so that you can enjoy your journey to tax-free living, because tax-free living is a journey. It's not just a destination, right? It's a journey of getting there. Today's topic is when to switch from an LLC to an S corporation. This is one of the questions that I get the absolute most, and it's one of the questions I love answering. So today I'm gonna give you an extremely detailed video on the what, the when, and the how to switch from an LLC to a S corporation. I've been in the accounting industry for well over 10 years now. Out of all the strategies that I've learned to save on taxes, this is one of the best strategies that I've ever learned as a CPA, and that is upgrading your LLC to a S corporation. So please, guys, pay attention to this video, send it to somebody, because I see so many entrepreneurs make the mistake of not knowing when or how to upgrade their LLC to S corporations. Before we get into S corps, let's just talk about entity structure for a second. Because again, like at least for me, there was no class on entrepreneurship. So there was no class on entity creation. So a lot of new entrepreneurs have no idea what entity they should be and when they should be the respective entities. So I created what's called my entity flowchart, which I'll explain to you all right now. So before you think about the business, like you're a sole proprietor, right? If you just say, hey, I have a business, you're automatically a sole proprietor. There's no paperwork that needs to be filed for you to be a sole proprietor. Again, the moment you think of a business idea, you're technically a sole proprietor. So that's where everybody starts. Before you start the business, I want you to upgrade from a sole proprietor to a LLC. LLC stands for Limited Liability Company. The convention is in the name, Limited Liability Company. When you start your LLC, you immediately limit your liability from any litigation. So if somebody wants to sue you in your business for something, they can't sue you personally. So it keeps your liability limited. And it's very important when we're trying to build generational wealth, right? This Melanin Money channel is all about melanin millionaires and building generational wealth. So you want to keep it. We don't just want to build it, we want to keep it. And one of the ways that we can protect it is by having our LLC in place. Before you start the business, set up your LLC, get your EIN, right? And then start conducting your business. Now, you can stay at an LLC until you hit, and write this number down, $40,000 in net income. So net income is revenue minus expenses. So if I have $100,000 in revenue and $40,000 in expenses, I have net income of $60,000, which means it's time to upgrade. And that upgrade is upgrading my LLC to a S corporation. So now that we understand the flow chart, right? Now let's understand the why, the when, and the how. How does S corporation help you, and why should you make that upgrade? Well, S corporations help you save a lot of money on taxes. As business owners, we pay three main taxes. We pay federal tax, we pay state tax, and we pay FICA taxes. FICA taxes is your Medicare, Medicaid, withholding tax, right? It's your payroll tax. FICA taxes is an additional 15.3% on top of federal and on top of state. So S corporations help us mitigate 15.3% self-employment tax. So that is the why you want to upgrade your LLC to an S corporation. Now that we understand the why, let's go to the when. Now, I mentioned earlier, when your business hits over $40,000 in net income, it's time to upgrade. So many people ask me, well, why 40,000? Well, just trust me. I did the math. No, in all seriousness though, S corporations have more fees than LLCs. You have to maintain more corporate documents. Your tax return cost is gonna go up, and you have to run payroll, which means you have to pay for a payroll software. So all these fees can add up, and it doesn't make monetary sense to upgrade until your net income hits over $40,000 per year. Because once your net income hits over $40,000, the benefits start to outweigh the cost. Okay, so let me show you an example. Okay, let me show you an example. Let's say you had an LLC, right? Let's say you have an LLC that has net income of $100,000, right? LLC that has net income of $100,000. You're gonna pay 15.3% in self-employment taxes with this LLC at this $100,000 income mark, right? So what that means is you're gonna pay $15,300 in self-employment taxes. That's too much. That's $15,300 on top of federal and on top of state. So let's look at the same scenario, right, with a S corporation. So in this example, our S corporation has net income of $100,000. Now, when you have an S corporation, you have to pay yourself a reasonable salary. And I'm gonna do an entire video on how to pay yourself from an S corporation, but just take my word for it. You have to pay yourself a reasonable salary. And that reasonable salary minimum could be 25 to 30% of the net income for your business is deemed as a reasonable salary. So we're gonna pay ourselves a salary of $25,000. Now, pay attention. We pay self-employment taxes on our salary, right? So 15.3% times 25,000 is $3,825. So we pay self-employment taxes on the salary that we pay ourselves. But guess what? The rest of the money that we don't pay salary on, completely avoids self-employment taxes. So the money that we don't run in payroll completely avoids self-employment taxes. So that's $75,000, no self-employment taxes. Look at this. If we have LLC, we pay $15,300 in self-employment taxes. If we have an S Corp, we only pay $3,825 in self-employment taxes. So simply by making this upgrade, we're saving over $11,000 in taxes. And guess what? The more that you earn in your business, the more tax savings that you get from making this upgrade from an LLC to a S corporation. So if nobody has ever explained it to you, you heard it here first. Carter Cofield gave you the precise example and explanation of not just why to upgrade from an LLC to an S Corp, but also when to upgrade from an LLC to S Corp. And I also showed you the massive tax savings that come from doing so. So now that we talked about the why and we talked about the when, let's talk about the how. So now you get it like Carter. How do I upgrade from an LLC to an S corporation? Simple. You have to file form 2553. And this form is called the S election form. S Corp is not an actual entity status. It's a tax election. So you want to fill out form 2553 before March 15th of the tax year. So if it's January and you know you want to be an S Corp that year, you have until March 15th to file this S election, which will allow your LLC to be upgraded to a S corporation. Okay, so file form 2553 to make the upgrade. That is literally one of the best things that you can do as a business owner to save thousands of dollars on taxes. So if this video was helpful, if you got a lot from this video, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with somebody. Because I can't tell you how many business owners I see making $200,000, $300,000 in net income, and they're still a LLC. It breaks my heart. It breaks my heart. So let's get this video out to the people, guys. And again, let me know in the comments if you like this video. Let me know what else you want me to talk about, and I'll see you all next time.